Could dangerous criminals be turned loose on the streets here in central Indiana because of the federal government shutdown? Well, that's the concern of some attorneys as we come closer to a closing of the federal courts. Our TV6 reporter Norman Cox is live in our newsroom with more on how this could happen. Norman.
Well, the federal courts here are open for now, but officials there are saying that they could run out of money in the next week or so if nothing happens in Washington to move budget talks off dead center. And if that happens, criminals might have to be set free. Defense attorney Jack Crawford says the legal community is getting more and more concerned as the day of a possible federal court shutdown approaches. He says there could be severe ramifications in criminal cases where defendants are guaranteed by law that their cases will be handled speedily.
A person who's arrested on a federal crime has to be brought in front of a magistrate for an initial hearing promptly, usually means the next day, and they are entitled to what's called a bond or detention hearing within 3 to 5 days. If that doesn't happen, because the employees aren't there, then that person may have to be released back into the community.
Charges could be refiled against that person after the government reopens, but in the meantime, a potentially dangerous criminal could be back on the streets. U.S. Attorney Joe Hogsett is already operating with a half staff and has cut back on civil suits to concentrate on criminal cases. He says his remaining staff will do whatever is needed to keep dangerous criminals from being turned loose.
We will be working with the courts to make sure that all federal laws are complied with, particularly as it goes to the right to a speedy trial. But it is a concern, and particularly when half of your office is being furloughed by the partial government shutdown.
An official with the federal courts clerk's office says that on or around October 15th, that's a week from today, the judges will reassess their situation and, quote, provide further guidance, unquote, about what will happen next. Live in the newsroom, I'm Norman Cox, RTV6.